and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Nashville.
When a step seems too hard to take, every turn feels like a big mistake, makes you want to close your eyes and hide. Trust yourself, even if you're scared. Don't give up, don't give in to fear. All the strength you seek you find inside. Open up, spread your wings and rise above. The clouds in your mind that blind you to who you really are. Don't waste your time. No one else can live your life. Open up to what you've known all the time. You are more than you are. You are more than you are. Speak your mind, make a statement. Don't hide yourself out in the open. Step into the spotlight and shine. Be the change, fall like a domino, a chain reaction that sets the world aglow. Be amazed at how it falls in line. Open up, spread your wings and rise above. The clouds in your mind that blind you to who you really are. Don't waste your time. No one else can live your life. Open up to what you've known all the time. Round and round and round we go, we fall down. More than flesh and bone, heart and soul, light and miracle. More than you are, more than you are, you are. Open up, spread your wings and rise above. The clouds in your mind that blind you to who you really are. Don't waste your time. No one else can live your life. Open up to what you've known all the time. You've known all the time. You are more than you are. You are more than you are. You are more than you
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Raven. That was beautiful. Thank you very, very much. I'm Ursula Roden, and I am your host today. So I am so grateful that you're all here. I welcome you, and I welcome all of those that are also online. It is so beautiful to just be in this community. Thank you. Thank you. So today our speaker is Reverend Dr. MITCH JOHNSON, our founder of this church. And our service will be, our format will be a little bit different because at the end of today's service, we will have Mitch answering some questions, giving us some wonderful answers as he always does. So I'm so grateful for that. And his title today is The Thing Itself and the Way It Works, the first two chapters of our Science of Mind textbook. So if you are new here today, we are a Center for Spiritual Living Nashville. We are a New Thought community, and we are teaching that your thoughts have a lot of power, and it is up to you to use them the best of your ability. We are a spiritual gathering that has a vision to open hearts, transform lives, and to help us fulfill our dreams. So wherever you are on your journey, you're welcome here, whatever it may be. So I'd like to start with a short quote from Ernest Holmes. It's out of the Science of Mind textbook. Man, by thinking, can bring into his experience whatsoever he desires, if he thinks correctly and becomes a living embodiment of his thoughts. This is not done by holding thoughts, but by knowing the truth. So I will follow this with a brief meditation. If you would just sit quietly in your chair, relax, breathe deeply, put your feet flat on the floor, relax your shoulders, breathe, be here now. Close your eyes if you are comfortable with this. See your feet rooted deeply in the center of the earth, the foundation that we all stand on. From there, see God's love, peace, and light rise through the earth into your feet and into your body, bringing strength and energy to your body, invigorating and healing every cell of your body and being. Take another deep breath. Feel the love and energy rise all the way to the top of your head and say to yourself, I am so loved. I am so loved. I am so loved. Breathe, feel it, know it, and trust it. Breathe, feel joy and peace fill your heart. No matter what is going on in your life, being the unique child of God that you are, it is your life. Breathe, accept it, know it, and open to that love. It will change everything. Let it guide you and direct you over all cliffs. Breathe and know that love will find the way to be guiding you to be the best that you can be in your life. Feel it, listen to the voice within you, and know that all is well. Feel the warmth spreading through your whole being. Bathe in that feeling and say again, I am so loved. I am love. And with that knowing and its certainty, come back to this room with a grateful heart and a deep knowing that you are loved, you are love, and you are loving. And so it is.
The words I have to say may well be simple, but they're true. nothing more that we can do. Love is the opening door. Love is what we came here for. No one could offer you more. Do you know what I mean? Have your eyes really seen? You say it's very hard to leave behind the life you knew. But there's no other way, and now it's really up to you. Love is the key we must turn. Truth is the flame we must burn. And freedom the lesson we must learn. Do you know what I mean? Have your eyes really seen? Love is the opening door. Love is what we came here for. No one could offer you more. Do you know what I mean? Have your eyes really seen? Do you know what I mean? Have your eyes really seen?
All right, well, your hands are moving. Let's welcome today's speaker, the Reverend Dr. Mitch Johnson.
You probably shouldn't be so excited to hear me because you never know what is going to happen or what you're going to hear. So, good morning. It's so good to see you here. I am going to try to encapsulate 2 full chapters in the first 2 chapters of the Science of Mind textbook, and I'm not going to use so much of Dr. Holmes's terminology. I'm going to give you my point of view of it. So let's have that slide. The universal, there you are, your higher self. I thought so. If your higher self looks like John, it's not your higher self. Just so in my what we live in is this incredible field of energy that we call God, or you can call it the Allah, or you can call it the Christ nature, the Buddha nature, whatever you choose to call it. It is a field of vibrating energy that has created and is creating everything in our experience. And here we call it our higher self. So I want you to think of yourself as there's two aspects to us, to each and every one of us. One is our usual human 3D, three-dimensional self, which has a brain that reacts to touch, taste, smell, feel, all of that, hearing. And the other part is our higher self. And as it says, you are not in the universe, you are the universe. You are an intrinsic part of it, a focal point where the universe is becoming conscious of itself. What an amazing miracle. And that is true. That's who you are. But when we come to this place, we often forget that and fail to recognize that's who we really are. Now, we are really our three-dimensional selves, our human selves, and that's good because we're here to create something. We're here to consciously evolve everything, and we do that, as we say, by love. So, since this higher self is who we really are, I think we're both our human self and our higher self. There's just one thing, not two. So, the human brain part of us is designed to be able to function in enormously different environments, to change and to meet the challenges of those environments. Now, this is called, in our terms, they didn't have it in Dr. Holmes's time, but in our terms, it's neuroplasticity. It's something that has been shown by scientists and by neuroscience itself. And what it says is the capacity to change within us is compelled to do so with the deep feeling and emotional intent of you and I. Deep feeling and emotional intent. That is what starts to change the very brain's cells and the nerve cells in our bodies and starts to change the neurochemicals, all the feel-good hormones, all of those things are come and go in our experience because of the way we give thought to them and the feeling we have behind them. Am I making any sense? And some of you went, no. Get over it. So, if we have I'll say enthusiastic, but it doesn't have to be enthusiastic. It can be very negative intent. And if we have that, that becomes entrained in our nervous systems. And we start building neural tissue to match that feeling, no matter what the feeling is. And that feeling can be something good and joyous and love, or it can be something less. So, the great and the good down through the ages have known this. And one of the great and good ones, of course, the teacher Jesus. So would you put up that next slide, please? And he said this, "As thou hast believed, so be it unto thee." Now, he didn't say it in Shakespearean English. He said it in Aramaic or some variation of some language of the time. So, but I like the King James Version, "As thou hast believed." It could be that I'm somewhat of a ham. Don't laugh. So, as thou hast believed, so be it. So the beliefs we have and the thoughts we have because of these beliefs are creative. They do, in fact, create our experience of life, good or not so good. See, we have this higher self part of us can create anything. If you look out on the vast three-dimensional universe that we all live and move and have our being in, and look at the billions, they say now, billions of galaxies, each with billions of stars in them. If you look out on all of that, the different dimensions, the stars, the many different universes they say exist, you will start to get it, that it, which Dr. Holmes called the thing itself, that it is creative. It knows how to do anything. It knows how to do it. We say that it is omnipotent. It is all-powerful. We say that it is omniscient. It is all-knowing. So, think of what I'm saying here, the astounding thing that I'm presenting to you. Now, I want to tell you something. I've been to seminars. I've been to seminars from Joe Dispenza and down through the years, books and tapes and all of that stuff, and it's cost me thousands and thousands of dollars to do that. And I'm giving it to you for an offering. Yes, I knew. I do feel guru-ish today. But you see, you know how you spell the guru? G, you are you. So, it's omniscient, omnipotent, all-knowing, all-powerful. And if we can start to get that in our heads, that it is what we are. And all we have to do is start to believe something. And I know, I've taught enough classes to know people say, well, I don't know how to believe. How do I believe something? You just have a thought over and over and over and over and over and over until it becomes encoded in your nervous system and you start creating nerve tissue that matches the thought. That's how it works. That's that neuroplasticity thing. And then when you do it enough times that it becomes a belief, the information signal, the electromagnetic signal that comes from you, goes out to the universe and attracts back to you by that feeling what it is you have intended. Shall I say what you desire? What you truly want? So that's how it works. So this powerful thing. So let's put up that next slide. This thing, let me say this first. This thing works for us and registers on us as a feeling of love, as a feeling of gratitude, joy, good feelings. That's how we know and sense we are in this presence. We're always in it, but sometimes we think we're not. Make sense? Amen? So, let me put it to you this way. Dr. Holmes says, we must say all thought is creative according to the nature, impulse, emotion, or conviction, the belief behind the thought. Well, what does this mean? Well, in a practical sense, it means this. I'm going to give you a clue as to how our thought can create our desires, whether they're our good desires or our bad desires. Are you following me? So, if the nature of your thought is nasty and contentious, if the impulse of that energy is strong in you, if the emotion is negative, anger, jealousy, resentment, judgment, etc., I could go on, fear, notice, none of these things feels good to you. And they don't feel very good to the people around you. Have you noticed that? Turn to somebody and explain just what I said. Okay. Now, why do I have you do that? If you can explain something, you're starting to get it. Do you understand? You're starting, even right now, that little thing, if this was totally new to you, started moving some energy of your cells, your nervous system, to create a new connection to match that. See, this is really basic stuff I'm giving you now, and yet it's the absolute truth. So, we must say that all thought is creative, as Dr. Holmes says. And you know what? When you don't feel good, here's what I'll say. When you don't feel good about anything, about other people, when you don't feel good about what's going on in this country, when you don't feel good about anything in your life, see, I'm getting B-Baptist again, moving around. When you don't feel good about it, do you know what? God doesn't agree with you. This infinite field of creativity that's omniscient and omnipotent doesn't agree with you because you feel bad. God never feels bad. God only knows what you know in your experience of life. Am I making any sense? That being the case, how can you tell when you're on the right track about anything? You feel good. There you go. Because it feels good to you. So, the law part that we discuss so much, the law of believing part, will always deliver to you exactly what you believe. When I first heard this at a Science of Mind church years ago, I rebelled. I said, no, you don't know what they've done to me. I didn't do that. I didn't think badly. But here's the truth, dear hearts. We have to start owning that what we have out here in our experience of life is but a reflection of something going on in here. You follow me? That's bad stuff as well as good stuff. Now, I'm not talking about blame here. I'm talking about a willingness to say, okay, if thoughts and beliefs in me have created a bad experience of life, then I can, right here and right now, turn around that experience of life by thinking the kind of thoughts that will produce in my life the kind of experience I say I want. That's pretty easy, isn't it? It is simple. Now, I know it's hard, friends. You've become habituated to the way you are or were. But here's the thing. Neuroplasticity, God, life gives you the capacity to start shifting, even if you do it a little bit today and a little bit tomorrow and a little bit tomorrow. Anything that you truly desire can be yours. That to me was amazing. When I first came to that Science of Mind church, I started recognizing who I really was. So I ask you this morning, start recognizing who you really are. That's the whole point of these 2 chapters of the Science of Mind textbook, to show you your thought creates your reality. Now, if you think about it, that's just common sense. If you were going to build a boat, I'll tell you how most people approach life. And it's like somebody says, okay, I'm going to go downtown, I'm going to get in my car, and I'm going to get on the freeway, and I'm on the freeway, and, oh, there's too much traffic. I let go of the wheels. You follow me? No. No. Put your hands back on the wheel because you're in traffic. Otherwise, it's going to be a big mess. And I want to tell you, people create big messes in their life that way. But people can also create great blessings in their life simply by holding on and paying attention to what they're thinking in a loving, kind, open-hearted way. Amen? Amen. So, we have problems in our life because we don't recognize who we are. You know, and I am forever grateful that years ago I started recognizing who I was in a Science of Mind church. And it changed my life. So recognize who you are. That's what this whole chapter is about. I thought of a story. Okay, I'm going to tell you. So recognition. Protestants don't recognize the infallibility of the Pope, right? The Pope doesn't recognize the tenets of Mormonism. And Baptists don't recognize each other in a liquor store. We can change our habits. We can change our beliefs. We can change and we can experience more vitality, more health, more prosperity, more joy, more love than we've ever experienced before if we are willing to do some simple processes, some simple prayers, and to open our hearts and minds to it. Because remember, it is done unto you as you believe. So, the law of mind is simple. That's all it says. In the way it works, let's put that next slide up. In the way it works, Dr. Holmes wrote, the thing, the infiniteness, God, Allah, the Buddha nature, the infinite quantum field of potential and possibility, the thing then works for us by working through us and is us always. When you're down and out at the bottom, it's with you. When you're on top of the world, it's with you. In all places in between, it's there. And I want to tell you, all you have to do is make a friend of it. Your best friend is your next thought. I like that.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Good one. I better write that down, take credit for it. your best friend is your next thought. So this thing works for us by working through us and is us only. Because I want you to understand, he also says, it cannot work for us any other way. As much as many times in my life, I've wanted it to work differently. It can't. Oh, I want them to do this. I'd be so happy if only they would change. I'd be so happy if they loved me more. I'd be so happy. Well, notice, you're not happy. So, here's the truth. The truth is about you and your life. Let me put it to you this way. Everyone close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Now, this is going to seem negative to you, but that's okay. It's not like you haven't experienced negative before. So, think something or someone you don't like. Have you got that? When you have that and you feel that, raise your hand. Okay. I'm a little bothered that so many of you quickly raise your hand. Now, well, first thing I would tell you to do is stop watching the news. Well, you do understand, don't you, that they know how your brain works. And they know that you respond to fear quicker more than anything else. So everything out there comes at you like, have you heard? Listen to this great disaster that's next. But I'm preaching again, sorry. So now close your eyes and think of something or someone or some place that you love. And when you have that, raise your hand. Good. Okay. Now I want you to understand something. You just went down a neural pathway in your brain and body. You excited and released hormones like oxytocin, like serotonin, and others. And electrochemically, you changed your very body to produce in you the feeling of love. Do you get it? Now that's how quickly you can change. Now my guarantee to you is this. If you do that over and over and over and over so that it overrides everything else, you won't have any negative things to be negative about. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. You won't have it. It won't be in your bailiwick. You won't attract it by the law of attraction because that's not the energy that comes from you. That's not the belief. Kurt?
How can my positive thoughts help the people of Greenland?
I'm sorry?
How can my positive thoughts help the people of Greenland?
Well, and the short answer is, I guess we're going to have a Q&A early. But my short answer is, I don't know. My long answer is, I know that consciousness everywhere changes when I'm willing to change my consciousness. So I have to start seeing something better than, oh my God, this is a disaster. Oh my God, how wrong are those people? Oh my, do you understand? You have to get that love feeling and change your point of view, and then you react with people around you who start changing their point of view. You know, I think it was Power versus Force, David Hawkins, who said, love is so powerful. Love is so powerful that there are only, he said, 5 people in the world who are so unconditional, they're holding it together for all of us. I don't know. That's what he said. But Ernest Holmes said the same thing. If you can learn to love, you'll learn to create anything. So why not start with the premise of, I think everything's going to be wonderful there, and that people are going to be happy, and we're going to be happy here, and that's what I'm going to focus on.
It's kind of like the pebble in the lake.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm done.
Yeah. You want to? Well, it looks like we're having a Q&A now. Somebody else got a question.
Well, I'll ask it quick. Sometimes we need contrast to know, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what black is if we don't know what white is.
Yeah.
You got what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. We come to this place because it has contrast. Because it has up and down and in and out and black and white and all of that, hot and cold. And what does that enable us to do? Make a choice. Now they tell me, because, and I don't know, but they tell me that in spirit or in there, everything is wonderful. There is no choice. There is belief, but there's no choice. If you think about it, your subconscious mind, connected to the infinite mind, has no choice in your life except the choice you give it. And that's what you came here for. You came here to create a consciousness that didn't dwell in all of that stuff. And you create that by becoming that. Am I making any sense? Okay. Yes, sir.
Robin says that,
Would you mind coming right up to the microphone so they can hear you in the back?
Robin says that the only fundamental question is, who am I?
Yeah.
He starts off by saying what you're not, which is your mind, body, all your physical attributes. And so that means you go to the point, as Holmes would say, the thing itself, which is infinite consciousness and being. He reduces everything to being and consciousness. So, which requires no thought. That's something that I'm trying to resolve. Why are we even here to begin with? And he says this is all Maya and an illusion when measured against the thing itself or your true self.
I think that we are here, I'll put it to you this way, so God can create a new expression of life through you, through each and every one of you, a different experience. Now, if that's difficult for you to think of this, the billions of beings that exist on our planet and the billions and, I don't know, quadrillions of beings that must exist on other planets throughout this universe and the other universes, then I get a sense of infiniteness. Infinite means infinite. So for whatever reason, the nature of life seems to be creative. It seems to want to, if your life changes, everything changes, the seasons change, Nashville change, everything changes. That's the nature of things, to change, to grow, to create something different. So the inherent nature is there to create something. And I want you to understand something. That defies the second law of thermodynamics, which is what? The second law of thermodynamics is boiling water, turn away the heat, it cools down, right? Bodies in motion tend to come to rest. Things get old and rust. Things die. Second law of thermodynamics. Well, do you understand that evolution in you, your body evolution, contradicts the second law of thermodynamics. Your thoughts, changing your brain, contradicts the second law of thermodynamics. Your cough does something too. Do you understand?
But in the Course of Miracles, the essence of the Course of Miracles is that which changes is not real, and that which is real is immutable.
Yeah.
Does not change. So
Yeah.
my purpose, intention on my part, is to take a trip to the place where there is no change. And it's immutable. You're not trying to become or change. You are. I am the great I am.
Well, in my thinking, what I believe is there's no place where there's no change. I have to say that. I'm not trying to be contentious with you.
Because you're neuroplasticity.
Well, certainly here there's change. But from what I've read, from people who have out-of-body experiences and death, and I've read quite a bit about that, whatever we go to from here, there's stuff to do. Which means change to me. You have to figure it out for yourself. And you have to do for yourself what feels good to you, right?
I have a question, or perhaps a conundrum. Okay, so, so you know, like with the law of energy and everything, and how, like, if you put out a manifestation and then you want this thing, and then you can't think about like why or how after, because now you're putting out that vibration. Well, okay, that's like the basis for my question. Okay, so now we've got all of this like or craziness happening in the world, like, you know, Greenland and whatever else is going on. Is the same thing kind of true, where like we're not supposed to focus on it because the energy doesn't understand that even though we don't agree with it, that we're still just focusing on it, so we're giving the energy and the power, so we're not even supposed to pay attention to it? Or are we supposed to like focus on it, not think about the fucked up shit, and like put love on it? Like, what do we do? Okay, thanks.
Don't hold back. Once again, I'm going to give you a basic idea here. And that is to say, if it's in your life, it's creating this for you. If there's something you don't like politically, certainly you have every right in the world to march or complain or vote or whatever you want to do. I'm not arguing against that. But I am saying, if you want real change, it has to be because you love. It has to be because you see something different than what it seems to be. It has to be because you're giving life a new vibration of energy to react from. Tell you what, do you really want to know how to do that? I'll give you an idea. Let's say you want something, you want peace in the world. You want something for yourself, something particular, right? I would approach it this way. I would go, you know what? I love what I want. I love what I want. It's good for me. It blesses everyone as well as me. It makes me feel good. I feel so blessed. I am so in love with what I want. I love what I want. Did I tell you that I love what I want? You know, I love what I want. I really love it. And it gives back to me that warm feeling of joy that I feel in my heart because I love it. Have I told you that it blesses me? That I feel good about it? And that all the joy and love and life in the world is right there ready to express through it because I'm thinking about it. I love what I want. You love what you want? God, I hope so. So if you want peace in the world, love peace more than you hate war. If you want joy in the world, love joy more than you hate people who don't have joy. You follow me? It's pretty simple. I'm going to give you an affirmation. Something good is happening for you right now. Now, here's what I want you to do. Who's going to be number one? Raise your hand. Who's going to be number two? Only two of you. Okay, number one, here's what you're going to turn to your partner and say. Something good is happening for you right now. Now, number two, you say to him, yes, I agree. Something good is happening for me right now. Now, reverse that role. Number two, you tell them something good is happening for me right now. How was it? I know, dear hearts, I know that it's simple. I know it's not always easy. Trust me, I have been through. But I guarantee you that if you will apply yourself to it, your life will change. And incidentally, I'm teaching a class. But so, and it's going to be a great class, and it has these things to help you change your life. But more than that, I want you to understand who you really are this morning. You are this thing. You are it. And then put up that last slide about belief. Right there from the teachings of Jesus. All things are possible to those who believe. If you believe in love, you're going to attract people who start to believe in love. Or you're going to show those who don't believe in love now that it's possible to believe in love. All things are possible to those who believe. And something good is happening for every one of us right now. Right now. And so it is. I'm to say a closing treatment. Am I up? Okay. Just close your eyes. Relax your body. And I'm going to say this treatment in the first person, but you make it personal for yourself. There's only one power, one mind, one incredible intelligence and love that we call God, the living Spirit Almighty. This love, this power, this creativity and joy is who I am, you are. We are one with this power. One with its love, one with its creativity, one with its joy, one with its gratitude, one with everything that can be in our life that we desire. One. And so I know that for each and every one of us in this room this morning And we know it for everyone in the whole world, the whole universe. Love is all there is. Love is all there is. And this love is creating for everyone a better experience of life than they've ever had before. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Father, Mother God. Thank you. Deep within my heart, deep within the love, deep within the joy of being alive, thank you. And with a great deal of joy, I release this treatment to the law, knowing something greater than I am, and yet still is what I am, is bringing it about in just the perfect way for every one of us now. And we all agree happily by saying together, and so it is.
What a wonderful lesson. What a wonderful treatment at the end. Thank you very much, Dr. Mitch. Thank you. Thank you. The law of giving and receiving shows us that when we receive, when we give, then we will receive even more. So if something has touched you in this service today, there are many ways that you can show your gratitude by giving to this center. And we are so grateful for your offering. I would like to ask our ushers to come forward, please. Thank you, Marilla Rosebush and Cynthia Cook. You may either give to the baskets, or there's QR codes all around the building where you can give on your credit card. And those of you that are online, you will see a connection, how you can donate. So let's say together, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Thank you for your loving gifts.
You know a dream is like a river, ever changing as it flows. And a dreamer's just a vessel that must follow where it goes, trying to learn from what's behind you. Never knowing what's in store makes each day a constant battle just to stay between the shores. And I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry, like a bird upon the wind. These waters are my sky. I'll never reach my destination if I never try. So I will sail my vessel till the river with the good Lord as my captain, I can make it through them all. And I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry, like a bird upon the wind. These waters are my sky. I'll never reach my destination if I never try. So I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. Yes, I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. Till the river runs
That's Raven.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Raven, and all these wonderful musicians, Jimmy Lopez, Mark Harvitz, Don Morgan, and of course Larry Faragelli. And thank you, Dr. Mitch, for being here all these many, many years. I don't know where I would be without having experienced you in my life. Thank you so much. We have some announcements before we close our service. There's a new discussion group facilitated by Lima Dickens, exploring the insights from the book Don't Believe Everything You Think by Joseph Gwynne. This will be held on Tuesdays beginning January 27th at 5 p.m. via Zoom. Get ready for a new class with Dr. Mitch. It is titled How to Change Your Mind and Keep It Changed, where we all explore the spiritual and mental why and how of changing your mind so you can create your heart's desires and experience lasting transformation. Classes will be held on Wednesday beginning January 28th. In-person sessions will be in the morning from 10:30 to 12 p.m. here, and Zoom sessions in the evening from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Our next coffee house will be on February 6th from 6:30 to 8:30. Join us for a night of entertainment, fellowship, and snacks. There's an opening on the hospitality team to volunteer one Sunday a month. See Susan Prim or email the admin address. Last week, Reverend Kath invited us to take action with something Rosemary Cathcart shared with her. It's called Tune In at Noon, and there are various groups that are participating. Every day from 12 to 12:05, join us for 5 minutes of silence focused on peace and love for our country and the world. We know there is power in our combined attention to this intention. Please refer to the newsletter or website for details about all of our happenings, registration instruction, Zoom links, email addresses, and who to contact, etc. Before we close our service, we would like to welcome our visitors. You don't have to stand, but please, if you show with your hand that you are visiting here for the first time, we would love We would love to see you, greet you, and we ask you to please join us in the fellowship hall for light refreshments, and we thank Kim Stokes for being our volunteer for this today. If you are watching online, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. I would like to ask our practitioners to stand, please, so we know whom to talk to if there is something in our life that we would like to change and have helped with. These are trained people to pray with you, to give you some affirmations, to help you change your life. So please see them after the service. Or if you like to fill out a prayer request form, there is a box here and in the lobby with which you can fill out a request, and we will take care of that. And if you're online, please go to the website. There's a connection there where you can choose a practitioner to pray with you. Thank you so much. You may sit. And now please join me for a closing affirmation. I release, please say it with me. I release and let go of everything that no longer works for me. I now surrender to my highest and greatest good. The entire universe conspires to bring my desires to fruition now. For this and so much more, I am grateful, and so it is. So now let's stand and put a little love in our hearts.
Think of your fellow man, give him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide kindness will be your ride, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart. Yeah. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart.
Put it in.
Put a little love in your heart now. Put a little love in your heart, everybody now. Put a little love in your heart, oh yeah. Put a little love in your heart.
This program is a service of the Center for Spiritual Living Nashville. May your life be filled with joy and prosperity in every way. Learn more about our programs or contact one of our practitioners at our website, cslnashville.org. You may also want to follow us on Facebook at CSLNASH. You can make a big difference with your financial gift at lovecsln.com. Please share the link to this program with a friend and join us again next Sunday. Have a wonderful week.